Now, with the recent suspense in Modi ji's speech, we don't know for how long the lockdown's gonna last or how long is it that we are going to be working from our homes. You sing la 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 la. Hi, my name is Visha and I've been working from home since the past 7 to 8 months now after I quit my Chartered Accountancy job to pursue travel video making and YouTube full time. And so I understand how challenging and intimidating it can get to be working from home, especially in the initial few days or even in the initial few months. Let's face it, there are just so many distractions. A family member might need you for some work. You might get a phone call in between work which might last for hours, or simply a WhatsApp ping asking for another game of Ludo. And we all know how difficult it is to say no to that. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 very practical tips that you can also follow to make your work from home journey smoother. And these basically are coming from all the hits and tries that I have done in my own work from home journey and everything that finally worked out for me in the end. Number 1 is to know what to do. Yes, as the title suggests, I am talking about to-do lists, and I think here we all understand the importance of making to-do lists, so I'm not going to emphasize on that, but I'm going to be sharing the ways in which I make my to-do list, which ensures that it doesn't just go into trash, but I'm actually able to strike things off that list. Now, I truly believe that your to-do list should be visible to you at all times during the day so that you can keep a regular check on it. And for that, if you are someone who likes to make that list on a paper, I would suggest instead of just making it in a diary, closing it, putting it aside, you can probably make it on a piece of paper, tear it off and paste it right in front of you, maybe in your work area. And if you're someone who likes to make it using an app on your phone, you can probably take a screenshot of your to-do list and make it your wallpaper for the initial few days until you can form a habit of regularly checking on your to-do list. Now, another thing that I follow is to put my tasks in order of priority. So I know exactly which one is it that is the most urgent task for that day or for that time, and I also have a habit of assigning timelines to my task. Now, I know it might sound crazy, but I'll tell you exactly what this habit does. It ensures that you don't make an over ambitious to-do list. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना कि सुबह जब हम बहुत मोटिवेटेड होके टू डू लिस्ट बना रहे होते हैं, हमें सारे काम उसी दिन करने होते हैं, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे व्हेन वी लुक कि यार सब कुछ नहीं हुआ तो बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड फील होता है. आई थिंक वी ऑल हैव फेस्ड दैट. Your to-do list should align with the number of work hours that you have in that day. Number 2 is to find your spot. Now, I know how difficult it is to keep on changing your workspaces and then again getting used to a new space, and I am saying that because my workspace is in Delhi, and when the lockdown happened, I was in Bangalore at my sister's place, so it took me a while to get used to this workspace. But what I did to overcome that is I found a spot and I put in the table, basically every spare stuff that I could find around the house. I put it out there in a way that I wanted my workspace to look. And it's been 2 weeks, and trust me, the change has been drastic, because you know, the beauty of a 9 to 5 job is that when you exit your workspace, you don't just physically check out, but you mentally check out of that place. And जैसे क्या हो रहा था कि sometimes I was working from the couch, sometimes on the bed, sometimes even on the terrace, like you might have seen in my previous video, in my Q&A video. And so this step was very important, and ever since I've taken it, it has helped me to kind of differentiate my work life from my personal life and just plan my work in a better way. Third is to have a morning routine. Now, this is something that I struggled with the most when I quit my job. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, जब आप जॉब कर रहे होते हो तो एक ऑटोमेटेड मॉर्निंग रूटीन होता है. यू गेट अप, यू गेट रेडी, यू कम्यूट, यू गो, यू कम बैक. But now in a way there are no restrictions, and it doesn't matter whether you're getting up at 6 a.m, 8 a.m or even 11 a.m, provided you're able to make the first few hours of your morning count. And so I found a very practical and a nice way of having a morning routine and ensuring that you follow it, and I'll share it with you guys. I found it on another YouTube video. So what you can do is take out a diary, and on the left side you list down your ideal morning routine, and on the right side you list down all the action points that you would like to take to ensure that you follow that routine. And I have personally followed that, and it really works. Number 4 is to have connections. Now, why do you think so many self-employed people who have office spaces at home opt for co-working spaces? It's because of the inbuilt human need to connect as a survival mechanism. And you know, I won't lie, very honestly, when I started this journey, it was pretty lonely in the beginning, because I was so used to taking chai breaks with my colleagues, or you know, after work hours go to some place and plan so many things during the day, and I was used to working around people. And for that reason, it's important for us to stay connected with our family, friends. It can be through voice calls, video calls, but yeah, that sense of connection does help you to stay motivated and positive. 5th is to meditate and eat healthy. Now I know this sounds very cliched and you probably don't want to listen to this, but please hear me out. Back in my CA days, when I had my final examination, I kind of developed a medical condition which took me like one entire year to recover from. It was due to stress, bad lifestyle, bad eating habits, unhealthy eating habits. That failure actually introduced me to meditation. And ever since, I think it's been 2.5 years that I've been doing meditation regularly, and trust me, it has been a game changer. It has helped me be more calm, deal with difficult situations in a better manner as before, and just have control over my thoughts. The reason I focus so much on meditation and not on healthy is because guilty as charged. I am myself a big bhujia lover and I eat it with almost all my meals, so who am I to talk about eating healthy? But that being said, I am trying to develop healthier eating habits, because you know what, when we are in a job, choosing unhealthy is very easy. क्योंकि like I said, हम breaks लेते हैं, हम office के बाद कहीं जाते हैं, and sometimes you don't really have an option. But now is the time when you actually have that freedom to choose the kind of food that you're eating. So yes, even I'm going to be eating less bhujia from now on. It's been my guilty pleasure for a very long time. Do let me know in the comment what your guilty pleasure is and how you're gonna start eating healthy now. Point number 6 is to take breaks. Now, being someone who has this obsession of staying productive all the time, I learned this the hard way. And ever since I've been taking breaks, my productivity after those breaks has only increased. I've been feeling less burnt out, and it has just made work better and easier. And taking breaks can mean different things to different people. You can opt for power naps, or play a musical instrument, cook, browse through social media, play a game of Ludo, or anything for that matter. But for me, what works the best is spending time with nature. So what I would do is I would just get up from my work desk, go out in the balcony or in the terrace, or just sit there, sometimes listen to music, and just sit there and observe nature. The last and the most important point, especially during this time, is to communicate with people around you. Now, when you head out for a job, your family members or people who you are living with, they know that these are going to be your working hours. They won't call you much. They know that you're going to be busy. But now there is no limit to work. For that reason, it's very important to keep them in loop and keep them updated of your work schedule also. That yeah, hey, listen, this is the time that I have an unavoidable meeting, and this is the time that I have to spare for work or to spend. And with that, they will also form just realistic expectations, and it'll avoid clashes, and it'll just make this quarantine smoother for everyone in the family. Because let's face it, it's almost the first time that all of us are living with our roommates or with our families so closely together, and we all at times do go crazy, right? And so this is very important to just keep ourselves sane. With that, I hope you found these tips helpful, and do let me know in the comments below which was your favorite tip or which you are going to be applying from now on. Do like this video, subscribe to my channel because we are about to hit our next milestone, as you can see, of 5,000 subscribers. And a big thank you to everybody who has supported me till now, who has been a part of this journey. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.